Hello and welcome to UK NBA. This is episode 11, part 4. I always do that. I always forget, part 4. I'm Ryan Hillback.
And I'm Peter Wells.
This is a part of the show where I am the question master. Pete is the man being quizzed on his knowledge of all things NBA, really. I've got 7 questions for you here, Pete. You've not seen them before. Can you confirm before we start that you've not seen them before?
Not seen any
you don't know the answers?
No.
Well, you might know the answers, but you've not seen the answers. And always remember, I'm encouraging you to give me some questions for Pete to do so via Twitter or in the comments. Okay then, let's start out with a couple of fairly easy ones, which I think if you don't... I'm actually going to go out on a limb here and say if you don't get these 2 right, I'm sacking you as my co-presenter.
Okay.
It's just going to be the Ryan Hillback show.
That is...
okay, so that's pressure, alright?
Yeah.
Who is the coach of the Atlanta Hawks?
That is Mike Budenholzer.
Straight in there, 1 point to you. And getting in there, let's not mess about. Number 2, where do the Toronto Raptors play their home games?
Well, it's in the... where they're from, Air Canada Centre.
Correct. You've just saved... How do you feel? You've just saved your role on UK NBA. Yeah. You've saved your job, really.
I just like the fact that the Toronto Raptors are now inventive Air Canada Centre.
They're
in Canada.
Yeah.
So,
you may as well. The TD Garden was the... was that Celtics?
Celtics.
I was thinking to myself, what? Okay, it gets tougher from here on in, as you know, in UK NBA. The first 2 questions are always about who's the coach and where do they play. Yeah. We'll run out of them eventually. Question number 3. Who was the 1978 to 1979 MVP winner?
Before my time. I'm going to take a stab. I'm not sure. I'm sure he was about then. I'm going to say Larry Bird.
No, the correct answer is actually Moses Malone of the Houston Rockets.
Moses Malone, one of the top scorers of all time. I think he's number 5 in the list.
Question number 4. Who is the most... Oh, sorry, so just to wrap up, so far you got 2 out of 3. Question number 4. Who is the most successful free throw shooter of all time?
I'll probably have to go with Steve Nash. Right.
You're going Steve Nash? I'm going to have to take your first answer, and you are bang on. 3 out of 4. Steve Nash, check this out for a success rate. This is absolutely phenomenal. Thinking that players like Blake Griffin and Carmelo Anthony, they only have roughly something like a 38-39% success rate. He's got a success rate of 90.43% from the free throw line.
That's impressive. Rarely misses a free throw. Probably been on a mini streak, so no free throws missed.
So, I'm going to ask you a true or false question here. Is it true? Is this statement true or false? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who I believe is the number 1 point scorer in NBA history, has only made 1 3-point shot in his entire career. Is that true or is it false?
Well, he was a great post player. Took a lot inside. So I think 3-point shooting's come a lot more now in terms of power forwards and centres taking it, developing the game. So I'm probably going to say true.
Is correct. 4 out of 5. You're on absolute fire. Someone get a fire extinguisher and fan the flames in.
I think I'd hit a few more 3-pointers than Kareem.
I think you would. Question number 6 is: how old was Kobe Bryant when he was first drafted into the NBA?
I think he's been around for a good long time now, and he'd probably been drafted very early. So I'm going to say 17.
Correct. It's the correct answer. Did you know he was that young? His mom had to co-sign his contract. So
fantastic.
Question number 7. So far you got 5 out of 6. This would equal your best ever total if you had managed to get this question right. It's a tricky one. It's one that I didn't know before I researched it. Who is the person that features in the NBA logo? You got that man that's like... It doesn't... what I don't get is with that one is that it doesn't look like anybody. I mean...
Oh, no.
It just looks like a blob, I don't know. But it is actually somebody.
I'm gonna. There's a lot of legends out there. It could be. Probably gonna go with the one that probably the biggest legend, I'd say, and that's Bill Russell. Don't think it is.
No, it's former Laker Jerry West.
Jerry West, another
so
legend.
On question time on this week's episode of Question Time, Peter Wells, 5 out of 7. Solid score. It's way more than 50%. And just got a did you know if we've got time to squeeze on it.
Stick that in.
Only one man. Oh, I'll ask you this actually. To be fair, it's not a question. You've got 5 out of 7, but just out of a bit of fun. Only one man has averaged a triple-double in one season. Who is it? Do you know who it is?
Not quite sure, but I'll say Magic Johnson.
No, it was Oscar Robertson for the Cincinnati Royals during the 1961 to 1962 season. So your did you know for the week is the fact that Oscar Robertson is the only man in NBA history to average a triple-double in one season for the Cincinnati Royals, 61-62.
That's impressive.
So that wraps up your. I know we should do it for a feature one day, just while we're talking about it, just while we're on the Cincinnati Royals. We should do a little feature about like teams that no longer exist. Just quickly going through the fact that, because I've never heard of the Cincinnati Royals, I didn't know they existed.
You've got Baltimore.
You've got the Bullets as well.
Baltimore Bullets.
There's quite a few teams out there that don't exist anymore. That'd be quite fun to do a blast from the past. We might do that in the near future, but that's it for this one.